Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, everyone who is watching this amazing video. I'm Gaza. I'm back with another expert who is my best friend. We both are living in Malaysia. He's also from Malaysia. His name is Haziq. Haziq is he is a business developer. And tonight we are having another interesting topic to talk. It's all about job seekers. And at the beginning, if you are a job seeker, please do watch this video till the end and share this video to your friends and any job seekers you have in your LinkedIn network. Hello, Haziq. Good evening. How are you?
Hi, Gazelle. Good evening to you too. Thanks for having me in this meeting. I'm really happy to be here. I hope you are doing well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
No worries, no worries. So today, what we're going to discuss is how job seekers are going to adapt, especially during this time. So a brief introduction about me, right? You can actually call me Haziq. And if you want to follow me on LinkedIn, sure, you can follow me as well. I always share some tips for job seekers. Sometimes I share some tips for working professionals as well. So if you want to have, to learn anything about the tips, you can always give me a follow. You can always comment your insights, your tips as well. If you want to share with me, go ahead. I'm always open. Okay. So today, what we're going to discuss is about how job seekers are going to adapt, how job seekers are going to get jobs, especially during this pandemic, right? So Gazelle, let me ask you a question. What do you think about the job seekers nowadays? How hard is it for them to actually secure any jobs?
It's a very nice question. For this question, I have an article to explain, but I will just give you some. Daily I will check my DM. Most of them are job seekers. They are not only in Malaysia, worldwide, but mostly in India. They're asking, for work from home jobs because as we both know, let's agree, there's a nightmare of COVID-19, this pandemic spread all over the world and has been affected into every industries in different ways. And now I can see many people, many people, they are more into work from home jobs. And they are now the number of job seekers has been increased, sharply increased. And I will see, I see some people, they're really interested to come Malaysia. They like to work here, but most of them during this pandemic, they can't get out of their own country. And then they are looking for a suitable job. While they had a very good job, very good income, they were in love with their job, but because of this pandemic, they already lost it. And I'm pretty sure the tips you are going to share, it's going to be very, very helpful.
Okay, sure, no worries. So actually, I have 5 tips that I want to share. So the first tip is very important, and I think most of the job seekers are missing out on this tip. So normally whenever job seekers are searching for jobs, they like to wing it. So what they normally do is that they saw the application, they saw the job description and everything. Most of them didn't actually read the full job description itself. So the 3 things that job seekers are going to read. The first is, of course, the salary. The second one will be the location. And the third one, where's the apply button? So when you don't actually understand what the job is all about, you don't actually read all the job description given, it will be hard for you whenever recruiters are calling you. Because whenever they call you, they are going to ask a few questions, whether you understand what are the job roles, what are the job duties and everything. And of course, whenever you apply, it's very easy to apply jobs. You can simply go to JobStreet, you can simply go to Monster, any job portals that we have here right now, you can simply click it from your phone. But that's the problem. Imagine if you apply for 10 different positions in one day, and then maybe the next day, one of the recruiters are calling you. But most of the job seekers, believe me or not, whenever recruiters are calling them, they will always forget which positions that they have applied for. So that's one of the reasons why I want to share this one tip. So as a job seeker, right, we are searching for jobs. Searching for jobs can be a hassle, can be so tiring. But how are you going to keep track on those jobs that you already applied? So the first thing that you have to do is to structure your job search, right? So I saw this interesting post on LinkedIn by one of the candidates in Malaysia. What he did amazed me. So he applied to different kind of positions, but he always keep track on a simple Excel sheet. So in this Excel sheet, he will put the title, the company's name, the location, the salary, which portal, what are the remarks, how long he has to wait until recruiters call. Everything is put there accordingly. And why I like that is because whenever you apply for jobs, let's say if you didn't get the job, you can actually put a remarks there, why I didn't get the job, why it's too late, everything. So you know which portals are actually helping you, which positions do you find it difficult for recruiters to call. So structuring your job shows that you're actually prepared, shows that you're actually serious about finding your job. That's one, right? So a lot of job seekers, including myself, I won't exclude myself, including myself, before this, whenever I applied for jobs, I just applied. And then I'm so ashamed whenever recruiters call me, hey Haziq, actually I have a job for you. And then I simply ask her, like, hey, what kind of jobs are you calling from, which position and everything. It already shows a bad first impression towards the recruiters, because it shows that, hey, this candidate is not interested, it's not serious about the job that he's applying for. So I'm going to put him under KIV. So that's already bad, right? So structuring your job. Yes, structuring your job is very important. It's a tedious work, it's a very tiring work, but trust me, it's going to benefit you in the future. Because whenever you do that, it's easier for you to track. You know which positions, you know which location that, it's easier for you to apply for in the future. So that's one, structuring your job is very important. The second thing is build relationship. So building relationship is very important. It's not only for, searching for jobs. Of course, whenever you're at work, you're building relationship with everyone. Out of work, you have to build a good relationship with everyone, not faking building relationship, but genuinely building your own relationship with everyone. Be nice to everyone. That's very important, right? Gazelle, like Gazelle itself, very, very nice person.
Yes, yes. I strongly agree with you in this part. Yes.
So as a job seeker, if you want to show how serious you are whenever you apply for jobs, right? Try to build relationship with those recruiters, with those talent acquisition. But how are you going to do that? There's actually one best way. So I'm just going to mention the wrong ways that people have been doing. So let's say if I'm the job seeker, I'm applying for jobs, and then I went on LinkedIn, I connect with those recruiters. The things that you cannot say whenever you connect is, for example, you connect with people and then you say, hey, I'm Haziq, here's my resume, I need a job. What will be the first impression from the recruiters itself? Because first thing first, you have to understand that they are strangers. They don't know you. For them, you are not important. They have other things that they have to think about. Why should they care about you? Why should they help you? So that's already a no-no. Please, please, please don't do that. Whenever you connect with people, please don't do that. I experience that as well. Whenever I do my work and everything, sometimes I receive, but I never scold them. But I feel sad for them, because why? I received one of my one of connections before this, right? They connected with me. I sent a very good message to them. I said that, hey, thanks for connecting with me. If there's anything that I can do to help, just let me know. You know what he replied? He just said, hey, I need a job. Here's my CV. That's all. So it's showing that, hey, you are not serious about finding a job. You cannot simply put those tasks to other people to find you a job. So that's wrong. What you can do to build relationship is very simple. Let's say I'm applying for a sales position in PwC, for example, PwC, right? After I apply for that position, I will go into LinkedIn. I will search for the talent acquisition. I will search for the recruiters. I will connect with them, but not to ask them to help me to get the job. No, I will connect with them saying, hey, I just want to be, amongst your professional network. I would like to learn more from someone like you, because I saw that you this and that, you did a lot of achievements and that. Understand, study about your prospects, study about your recruiters. And then once you're connected, right, try to build relationship. Don't just connect and then leave it. No, what you can do is, once you're connected with them, see what they post, right? Comment on each post. Even if they didn't reply to you, no worries. Keep on commenting, but don't spam. Keep on commenting. For example, if I post something like, oh, today our company managed to do this, we managed to get this kind of sales and this and that and this and that. What you can comment is that, hey, that's really great, congrats to you and everything. Maybe I can learn something from you. Before this, I did the same thing as well. Try to promote yourself in a good way. Say something like that. I did something like this before. I managed to close a few sales as well, but I found a few hurdles. I found a few bottlenecks. Do you mind sharing your tips with me? Leave the comments there. Trust me, he or she will reply. He or she will remember you, right? That's one thing. Second, you have a LinkedIn. It's a very powerful tool. It's a professional network. It's not like Facebook, it's not like Instagram. It's a professional network where everyone is sharing about their achievements, about their, work life and everything. What you can do is to share on your LinkedIn profile as well. Once you're connected, share about your achievements. Share about the things that you want to share, right? Any questions, share on LinkedIn, ask for people's opinion. Trust me, those recruiters, whenever they feel comfortable with you, they will actually comment it on every post that you post. So that's how you build relationship, right? So once you are already connected, once you are already, once the recruiters know, hey, this guy is actually, it's actually really good. I saw his post. He's very active on LinkedIn. He commented on my post. He's not spamming me with anything. He's genuinely wanted to, get to know me. Trust me, those recruiters will help you, recommend you for the job. You don't have to ask. So our aim here as a job seeker, we want recruiters to help us, but we have to help them also because they are humans. You cannot treat them like a robot. You cannot treat them like, hey, they are recruiters, so their job is to give me a job. No, you believe me or not, recruiters receive more applications in one day. So it's very frustrating for them. It's very stressful. You cannot add more stress to them. Try to be their friend. Try to understand their perspective. Try to build relationship. Once you're there, trust me, you don't have to ask them to recommend you. They will personally recommend you. They will suddenly message you, hey, Haziq, actually have one position that will suit you. Are you still looking for a job? Don't you think that's a good thing? People are recommending you. You don't have to apply. It's easy. So you already move, you already skip all the small steps, you're already into this interview stage. You have those chances. You are actually expanding your chances. So please, everyone who's listening to this, try to build a relationship, try to build yourself, build your presence. We are living in the digital era. Whenever you go, right, you always check your Instagram, you always check your Facebook. You want to go to a restaurant, you will always check the review first. You won't go. You will always check the review. Everything is captured digitally. So try to leverage on that. That's one of the things that can help you greatly to get a job. Okay. The third tips that I want to So the third tips that I want to share is that don't rely on one portal only. Okay, please, I just repeat this again, don't rely on one portal only. A lot of job seekers, they always focus on those big portals. So in Malaysia, of course, it's JobStreet. They always focus on that. Most of them will actually forget about the other portals. I'm not even talking about Monster. Most of them will forget about Walk, Hiredly. It's actually a good platform. Let's say if you are fresh graduates listening to this, are you living in Malaysia? Go to Hiredly. Why I say that? Because Hiredly has a lot of companies under them. They have Shell, they have Petronas. They are looking for juniors. And a lot of recruiters like using Hiredly. Because why? Because they have a lot of, passionate young people who wants to take the job. Leverage on that. Leverage on that. Yes. So when you want to leverage on that, don't just upload your CV, upload your resume, and that's it. No. Leverage. You have to understand the portal. You have to memorize how to use the portal. So if you are using Hiredly, if you are using Monster, if you are using JobStreet, understand their features. Understand how can I actually increase my presence towards the recruiters. What should I actually add? Do that.
Exactly.
Yes. Don't just simply apply for jobs. Understand the job first. Think, how am I going to apply? How am I going to be compared to 500 other applicants? Try to push yourself first. There's a lot of ways, because I believe when there's a will, there's a way. And for me, I don't believe people deserve to get something. I believe people have to earn something. You have to work for it, then you deserve it. You cannot just simply, hey, I upload my CV on the job portal. Of course, they're going to recognize me. No, that's not it. That's not how the world works. I'm so sorry. That's not how the real world works. You want something, you have to earn it. You have to put all your effort, all your hard work towards it. If you really want something, right, the universe will help you. You cannot do something halfway and then that's it. No, you have to show that you're passionate about it. That's same goes to the job seeking, same goes to searching for jobs. You have to show, hey, I wanted that position. I need to work for that position. I don't care if I'm getting rejected. I will ask the recruiters, hey, what did I do wrong? Don't blame the recruiters, right? Because you never know. Maybe in the future, maybe in the next 1 year, 2 years, you are going to apply for the same position, the same recruiter. What if you are mad towards the recruiters? You said bad things towards them. Don't you think that your chances going to be the slightest whenever you apply? No. Whenever they rejected you, they don't reply to you, always send an email to them saying that, hey, if I'm not accepted for this offer, I truly understand that. I know how busy you are, but is it okay if you can allow yourself 5 minutes to give a feedback on how I presented myself during interview? How can I improve? Where's my wrongdoings and everything? So hopefully I can improve in the next time around. When you do that, recruiters will always remember you. This candidate is not giving up. This candidate is very serious about what he's looking for. Maybe now he doesn't get the job, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to approach him again, him or her. That's one of the things that you can do. Always do that. Okay. So the next tips that I want to share is to stay positive. All right. A lot of job seekers, including myself, before this, whenever I tried to apply for jobs, I was so negative. I was a fresh graduate.
Exactly. I'm so sorry I cut your words right now. Just remember what you were going to talk. In my DMs, I don't know how many, but many people, they were texting me. We applied for a job. They said, come to join to LinkedIn, but LinkedIn is not useful for us. One of them, he said, it's 2 years I'm looking for a job before pandemic. He said, since before it was no corona, no COVID, no pandemic, I was looking for a job. Until now, I didn't get any job. And I feel like I have to die. I'm not here I have not to live in this world anymore, and I have to die. I was like, I even didn't open his message. I just read it in notification. I was like, okay, sorry, I can't help you with that. That was my reaction.
Yeah, I truly understand that. Because like you said, 2 years of searching the jobs, right? But you cannot blame the surrounding first. As a human being, we have to admit to ourselves, the hardest thing that a lot of people have to do is to admit their fault. That's very hard. We can always blame other people, but whenever we try to point out our mistakes, it's always hard. But trust me, whenever you try to admit your mistake, you understand that, hey, I made a mistake. How am I going to improve with this? Trust me, you are going to stay positive the whole life. You won't have those time to think badly about others because you're too focusing on yourself. If you see someone do some bad stuff, think, hey, I might do something like that. How can I improve not to be like that? Don't blame others, because whenever you put the blame on others, right, it will show that, hey, you are insecure. That's one. The second thing is, you will never be happy, because if anyone makes mistakes, you will always feel angry for no reason. So please, that's why I said stay positive. Always stay positive. If you get the job, if you didn't get the job, always try to stay positive. Why I said this? Because whenever you stay positive, whenever your mind is in the positive state, you will have everything in place. You can actually think clearly. Okay, I didn't get this job. Okay, why? I need to know why. Did I do something wrong? Is this? When you point out those, tiny mistakes that you did, trust me, in the future, you're gonna be okay. Because in this world, all those, good people, all those, successful people, I would say, like Steve Jobs, Gary Vee, everyone, they always start from scratch. They didn't start from, they're not from a wealthy family. Take Cristiano Ronaldo, for example. He's a footballer. You know what he did back in the days? Yeah, he's poor. His mom has to work 5 jobs just to support him and his brothers and everything.
Exactly. And you know what? The thing is, everyone is like, no, he is Steve Jobs. He is Bill Gates. He is this. He is that. I say, hey, how about you? I never believe in the locations. Anywhere you are, you can achieve success. Anywhere you are, you can achieve your goals as long as you think positive.
Correct.
That's yeah, I really agree with you.
Correct. Because when you see those people that are successful, don't think like you said, right? Oh, because I'm living in this country, US, I'm living in here. This, it's so much easier for them to get job. It's so much easier. No, trust me. According to facts, research also said that if you're living in UK, it's very hard for you to get a job. It's the same. If you're living in US, it's very hard for you to get a job. It's the same. It's not because of the country. You cannot blame that you're
Exactly.
living in the country. You have to see from your point of view why I didn't get the job. Maybe there's a reason behind it. So I'm going to share some backstory, a very brief backstory about myself. So when I first graduated from university, I had to wait for 5 months to get a job. 5 months. Everyone would say, "Hey, it is very short for you to get a job." No, for me, it's very long because everyone else already gotten their jobs. Everyone else already gotten their permanent jobs and everything. I'm still searching for it. My friends are working with big MNCs, big top local companies, right? I was feeling disheartened. I was feeling like, hey, maybe I'm not fit to work. Maybe my skill sets are not worth enough. And then I saw this one video from Cristiano Ronaldo itself, even though he's a footballer. What he said like stunned me. He said something like, I was not from a rich family. I was very poor. My mom had to work a few jobs just to support me. But that's the reason why I wanted to be successful, so that I can actually repay back my mother, for raising me to be who I am right now. And as you can see from his life itself is dedicated toward his mother. His mother is getting every single thing from him. And the important part about this story is that he has a why. Why do I have to improve myself? That's the important part. If you don't have any why, if you are looking for jobs, you just searching it for like, oh, I just want a good salary, or I just want this, I just want that. You don't have a strong why. You need to have a why. You need to have why I wanted this job, why I wanted to work in this company. What is my plan in the next 5 years? Of course, all job seekers, you will agree with me. Whenever you enter interview session, these are the common questions. They will ask you, what do you see yourself in the next 5 years? How are you going to answer that? Are you going to copy from Google? Are you going to copy from other people? No, be genuine. So tell them, because we are human beings. Whenever you're being genuine towards people, and it's actually a good reason, valid reason, people will believe you, people will hire you because you are being genuine. Because after you hired, people will see if you can actually do the job or not. So whenever they ask you, what do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Don't say, hey, I'm going to be a manager one day. I'm going to manage my team. No, that's completely wrong answer. It's completely wrong. For example, you can say something like, what do I see myself in 5 years? It's very simple. In the next 5 years, during these following years, I'm going to learn, I'm going to develop myself, I'm going to help this company to generate revenue. It depends on what kind of positions that you are looking for. If you're looking for sales, generate revenue. If you're looking for marketing, helping the marketing team, right? So let's say for sales, I'm going to help this company to generate more revenues in this span of 5 years. So when I reach those threshold, 5 years, I'm going to delegate my knowledge to my team members so that they can actually do the same thing that I did, and we can actually generate more revenues together, and it will go into the same cycle. The knowledge will be passed on. That's my aim. Tell that to the recruiters, be genuine about it. Trust me, recruiters will like it because you're being genuine. There's nothing from Google. You're being about yourself. You are telling them that, hey, that's my ambition in the next 5 years. I'm going to do it in your company. Your company is going to get all the benefits from what I'm going to do. Of course, they're going to like it, right? So please don't copy from Google. It's okay for you to search on Google. It's okay for you to search for the tips, everything, but please don't copy, straight away from Google. Try to amend it, try to edit it to your advantage. Okay.
Absolutely. And this is actually, people, someone they will say, I'm going to be a manager, or I'm going to be the richest person of the city. I'm going to have my own, my own jet, my own sheep. And then they were like, okay, because it will look like you are asking the question from a baby. Yeah, babies, they always have very, very big dreams. Of course, everyone have big dreams. I'm the one who keep telling everyone, commenting, think big, dream big. I always say that. But in your job interview, I strongly agree with you. Never say like, I'm gonna be the richest person, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. You have to, you have to say like you belong yourself into this company. You want to do something to grow and let the company grow. When the company grows, when your manager grows, you're also growing. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was really interesting. I love this part.
Thank you so much, Gazelle. Okay, so
Yeah, you're welcome.
that's one of the ways, one of the tips. So another tips that I want to share, and I think this is the last tip that I want to share, is try to be flexible. Try to be flexible. This is very, very important. What do I mean by being flexible? A lot of job seekers, including myself, of course, we like those offers from big companies. Of course, good salary, good companies, good amenities, good facilities, and so on and so on and so on. But try to be flexible, especially during this pandemic, right? A lot of people told me, hey, Haziq, it's very hard to get a job. Oh, okay. So how many did you apply for? Oh, quite a lot, quite a lot. Or did you get any offers? Oh, actually, I did. Okay. From which company? It's actually a startup company. I don't feel like working in a startup company. I want big companies. So do you see the problems there? You are not being flexible. Don't ever look at companies based on how big they are or how small they are. No. Look at companies. The first thing that you need to actually consider is, who is your manager? Can they actually help you to grow? Can they help you to sharpen your skills? That's important. Second thing is, what can I do to this company, right? If they are a startup, what can I do to help bring this startup go to the top? That's very important. Because when I first started my job, believe it or not, it's not from a big company. It's a small startup company. I love working at this company. I love the people. I love my manager. I really love it. Because when I first get this job, right, the salary was okay. The salary was not as high as everyone. Of course, I was disheartened when I heard about salary. But God works in mysterious ways. Whenever He gives you something, He doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you need. That's the best way. That's always the best way. So when I joined this company, I was so happy. I was so impressed on how how the managers are treating their employees. How the colleagues are helping you. You're in a startup. You're in a very small team. That's the best part. Why? You are learning every single thing in one.
Exactly.
That's good for your resume. That's good for yourself. Whenever people ask you, okay, what do you do before this? I work as event coordinator before this. Oh, so you only do events? Oh, no, actually, I do marketing. I do sales. I do this. I do that. So whenever you say that, recruiters will ask you, okay, what do you understand about marketing? You can answer. What do you understand about sales? You can answer. Hey, where did you learn from all of this? I learned from my manager back in startups. That's why I love working in startups. That's why I said, try to be flexible, especially during this pandemic. You got a job. I know it's very hard to get a job, but once you get an offer, even it's from a small startup, even if it's from a small enterprises, go for it, right? Because whenever you enter a job, don't expect employers to give you more. What you have to do is, okay, I'm entering this job. What can I do to help this company grow? So when you help this company grow, the company will always remember you, right? Then it's easy for you to go up and up and up and up because you are there with them. You are helping them. You are the reason why they are up there, right? Let's say, if they don't want you, let's say if worst scenario, they say, hey, I don't need you anymore. Okay, no worries. I already have the skill sets. It's such a shame that you have to let me go because other companies can actually use me. I have the skill sets that they need. I can actually contribute. I know my strength. I can give to this company. So please try to be flexible. Don't only expect from big companies offers and everything. Don't only apply for big companies, because to be honest, whenever you work in the big companies, it's very hard for you to go up. Trust me. It's very, very hard for you to go climb up the ladder. Big companies, they always focus on those who has worked longer or who has contributed more, right? So you are just that employee. You won't go anywhere. Try. You receive any offers, apply for those startups. There's a lot of websites. There's startup.com, there's freelancer.com. Go for it. Look for the startup company. Try to work for them. Even you are IT talents, even you are sales talents, even your marketing talents, go for startups. Trust me, you won't regret it. Yes, of course, the salary will be a bit lower than the big companies, but at least you are getting a job, especially during this time. How many people are waiting for their job applications? How many people are suffering right now because they don't have a job? They even open a stall, right? They even start up their own business and everything because it's so hard to get a job. But when I ask, recruiters from the startups and everything, I'm so surprised that they receive less application for their jobs. That's what puzzled me. People are saying it's very hard to get a job, but on the other side, these companies are hiring, but the applications are really low, maybe 1 or 2 applications in one day. Compared to the big companies, they have 200, 300 applicants. What do you think that will make you stand out from the rest? Of course, they're going to be someone better than you, right? Try to be flexible, try to focus on this, on these smaller companies, try to apply. Trust me, once you try that, it's going to be easy for you to get a job.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm so impressed by your words. I'm so impressed by the tips you said. To be honest, I do not want to finish this meeting, but we have to do that. I'm pretty sure it's so useful, so helpful for all of the job seekers in your network and my network. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sharing your amazing tips with us. I would definitely share this video on my LinkedIn, my YouTube, my Instagram, and Facebook, because I'm pretty sure there are many job seekers out there that maybe we are not in touch, or they are feeling like, okay, I already created an account in LinkedIn. No, it doesn't work. But I'm pretty sure that will work. So, guys, please join Haziq and join us for more tips. We are here to help you, especially with Haziq. Again, thank you so much and have an amazing evening ahead.
Thank you, Gazelle. Thank you for inviting me. And thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Enjoy your weekend.
You too. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.